Hello, I am the Dark Knight Apologist, and welcome back to Dark Knight Apologetics. Hello, I am your host Jeremy, and welcome to another video on my channel. Please like this video. Sorry I have been off YouTube for so long, but life kinda got in the way. This will be a new video for my channel, and I hope I can get back into regularly uploading videos again. Welcoming me back. Here's a shout out to Christian Channel on YouTube. His channel will be linked in the description of this video. Please go check it out, okay? As I try to get back to regularly uploading videos on YouTube, I will try to work on that second part of that Enoch series I promised you. Enoch and how it's connected to the flat earth. I think that was the title. Anyways, I'll try to get back to working on that series as I get back to working on regular videos for my YouTube. Welcome me back to YouTube, okay? This video will probably be the most political I ever get on this channel, but since I've already done a few religious videos on this channel, I thought something political would not be too out of place. In times like this, I have been thinking about Psalm 139, so we are going to read over that in this video. But there are a few things I would like to talk about concerning the George Floyd murder and the riots and the looting, as well as the pandemic and how it's been politicized. So if you want to see that, please stick around for this video, okay? Okay, first thing to talk about is the George Floyd murder and reforming the police and defunding the police and moving around funding on the police, whatever you want to call it. And the protests and all that stuff concerning the George Floyd murder. So basically, we have the BLM movement. I definitely agree with the BLM on its basis that, well, we shouldn't have racism, but I disagree with them on a lot of the violence that has been going on through the violent protests and the riots and the looting. I disagree with that. But the whole ending of racism thing, I agree with the ending of racism. So yeah, we should definitely be ending racism. And all lives matter. All lives matter. Okay? So we should be ending racism. I really don't care about your ethnic background or your race. I just like everyone created in God's image. Everyone is created in God's image, so I like everyone. That's the Christian thing to do. The Christian thing to do is just to love your neighbor. So I do the Christian thing. So as far as the violent protests go, the rioting, the looting, all the violent protests need to be stopped. It's criminal. The violent protests are criminal no matter how you try to rationalize them. They are criminal. They need to stop. The tearing down of the statues, the vandalizing of the statues, and all that stuff, yes, it is vandalism. Yes, it is damaging of federal property. We need to stop tearing down the statues. If you want to remove a statue, the only legal action you can take to remove a statue is to petition the city. That's the only legal action you can take to remove a statue. Petition the city. Any other action to try to remove a statue is illegal. It is a federal crime. I do not promote that type of action. Stop it. Okay? So, stop tearing down the statues. It is wrong. And just stop being idiots. Okay? Okay? Defunding the police is a bad idea. We should not be defunding the police. They made a movie franchise about it one time. It was called The Purge. I don't want that movie franchise to be reality. Defunding the police is a bad idea. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and one in particular is this Dr. Todd Grande. He's much bigger than me. But his words were, if we defund the police, we'll have crime-ridden cities in one area and really safe cities in the other. The really safe cities will be the cities that don't defund the police, and the crime-ridden cities will be the cities that do defund the police. That's basically the purge. It's not exactly the same, but it's basically the purge. So, yeah, I don't want the purge to become reality, so we should not be defunding the police. We should keep the funding for the police. Police reform and retraining the police to better de-escalate the situations that they run into, that's a good idea. But defunding the police, bad idea. Okay? That's what I think. The Confederate statues of Confederate soldiers and other military leaders of the Confederate Army should not be destroyed. They should be taken down and moved to museums. I don't know why anyone wants to destroy the Christopher Columbus statues. If Christopher Columbus hadn't rediscovered America, somebody else would have. Rediscovering America was inevitable. But, yeah, maybe those should also be put in museums as well. So, stop destroying the statues. Stop it. It's dumb. Okay? Also, leave my Aunt Jemima syrup and Uncle Ben rice alone. They did nothing to you. They are not racist. Leave them alone. Okay? However, I do agree with wanting to rename that football team. The Washington Redskins, I think it is. Yes, I agree with wanting to rename it to the Washington Redtails. That is a good idea. I can understand that one. Okay? Now on to how our government is politicizing the pandemic and the virus. We have a president that doesn't listen to the scientists. We have a Congress that doesn't work with the president. We have a Senate that doesn't work with the president. None of the other people in the government work with the president. And we have the people who are always protesting the whole masks thing. Just wear your masks. It's safer. The masks are there to protect others. Wear your masks, okay? Stop politicizing this pandemic. We shouldn't be politicizing the pandemic. We should be working together to get through the pandemic. Politicizing it is the wrong way to do things. We should be working together to get through the pandemic. The government should work with the president should listen to the scientists, and we should work together. Let's put aside our political differences and work together to get through this pandemic. Is that so much to ask? Okay? I personally think that the original meaning of the BLM movement has been lost in all the violence, rioting, looting, destruction of statues, uh, racism, ironically enough, and other stupid things that people just shouldn't be doing. So, please stop doing stupid things. This is why I prefer saying all lives matter, because all lives matter sounds a little less, well, for lack of a better word here, racist. So please stop it. Please stop it with the destruction of the statues. Please stop it with the violence and looting. This is not what our Constitution guarantees us the right to. Our Constitution guarantees us the right to a peaceful protest. Violence and looting is not peaceful. Stop it. Okay? Just a friendly reminder, yes, the virus is real. Stop it with the conspiracy theories around the virus. There is no conspiracy theory. It's real. The pandemic is real. All of it is real. Okay? It seems like people want to forget the past. We need to remember the past. We need to remember all the hard stuff of the past, all the difficulties of the past, so that we can remember how we got to where we are now. If we don't remember the history of how we got to where we are now, like the slavery, the Civil War, the Revolutionary War, all that stuff in the past, if we don't remember that stuff in the past, then we won't remember how we got to where we are now. The Jim Crow laws, the fights for equality, which I do support, the fights for equality. If we don't remember that stuff, then we won't remember how we got to where we are now. So we need to remember our past. Stop trying to forget it, okay?
Psalm 139. O Lord, you have examined my heart, and know everything about me. You know when I sit down or stand up. You know my thoughts even when I'm far away. You see me when I travel, and when I rest at home. You know everything I do. You know what I am going to say. Even before I say it, Lord. You go before me and follow me. You place your hand of blessing on my head. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. Too great for me to understand. I can never escape from your spirit. I can never get away from your presence. If I go up to heaven, you are there. If I go down to the grave, you are there. If I ride the wings of the morning. If I dwell by the farthest oceans. Even there your hand will guide me. And your strength will support me. I could ask the darkness to hide me. And the light around me to become night. But even in darkness I cannot hide from you. To you the night shines as bright as day. Darkness and light are the same to you. You made all the delicate, inner parts of my body. And knit me together in my mother's womb. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous, how well I know it. You watched me as I was being formed in utter seclusion. As I was woven together in the dark of the womb. You saw me before I was born. Every day of my life was recorded in your book. Every moment was laid out. Before a single day had passed. How precious are your thoughts about me, O God. They cannot be numbered. I can't even count them. They outnumber the grains of sand. And when I wake up, you are still with me. O God, if only you would destroy the wicked. Get out of my life, you murderers. They blaspheme you. Your enemies misuse your name. O Lord, shouldn't I hate those who hate you? Shouldn't I despise those who oppose you? Yes, I hate them with total hatred. For your enemies are my enemies. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. Point out anything in me that offends you. And lead me along the path of everlasting life.
We just read through Psalm 139, so now I want to talk about what it means to me. Let's see here. Psalm 139 talks about God and His everlasting presence. It seems to be about His providence, and it has the thing about knitting you together. He made you wonderfully complex. He knows everything you're going to do before you do it. And His thoughts are precious and innumerable. Yeah, that seems to be what it talks about. So, He's with you when you're at home alone and with you when you're out in public. He's everywhere. Why do so many people just don't get that? A lot of the people seem to not get that. Omnipresence is a characteristic of God. A lot of people seem to forget that. I don't forget it, that's for sure. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say about Psalm 139, I think. Okay. This is the Dark Knight Apologist, and I just wanted to say, see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring the bell. And also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. Links to Twitter and Discord will be in the description.